That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said it's just putting in hard work.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got LeBron James, Mr. Perfect out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Christian Wood is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Brewer in at the 3 spot. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And it's good for 2.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Back to Rubio. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Brewer passes to Ayton. Rubio right side. Booker with no one around. Offline with his 3. And here's Los Angeles.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a... And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Wood. Booker outside. Ayton finds Booker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
18 feet out. LeBron's shot is off.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
A nice shot by Booker. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And it's Rubio penetrating over onto Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
And it's Ayton missing.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Waiters up top. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. This is the Brewer.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George Niang comes in for James. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Jackson in for Fred VanVleet. And the shot goes in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jackson kicks to Carter Williams. Niang passes to Jackson. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Just 5 to shoot. And Jackson throws it down hard.
If you do not appreciate the athleticism of Jackson, he can punish the D.
The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Jerome. Pass to Johnson. Crowder pulls it in. The Lakers trail. Now the pass to Mr. Perfect. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, a new start in a new location for Junior. I have high hopes for how he'll fit in with his new team. I'm sure they'll be salivating at the chance to see what he can do.
Both the teams and the fans are pumped to see what Junior does. Greg, there's a buzz about this team that wasn't there before they brought in Junior. He lobs it up.
When you open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Jerome. Here's Ibaka. It's good from in tight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goals this past.
For me personally,
And for platoon swap here for Phoenix. And some changes here for the Lakers. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Wood out there with Brewer. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Brewer's shot is off. And here's the Lakers. A big stretch here going 10-2. And here's Rubio. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the rejection by Giannis.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
He hits both from the stripe. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance.
Oh, wow! Nice! Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of every one of them.
1:41 left now here in the second. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Count it. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For 3, Booker scored the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Floats it up for Giannis.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Suns have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Rubio, the pass to Wood. Pass to Booker. The three. Again, the miss by Booker. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Shoots from the baseline, and the shot is long. Here's Ayton, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
This was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Dion Waiters. LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Mr. Perfect, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Booker against Waiters.
And the defense works hard on Booker, and they have to. His pure shooting ability will not be denied.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Waiters. Pass to Van Vliet. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Boyd the pass to Ayton.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. George Niang, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Passes it to Boyd. Johnson outside for 3. Offensive rebound. Feeds it to Ayton. Great D that time from Mr. Perfect.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Jerome. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Bridges, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Here's Niang, defended by Bridges. And there's the basket on the shot from Mr. Perfect. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Boyd, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Carter Williams, the pass to Crowder. Suns trail by 7. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Johnson kicks to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ibaka dishes to Booker. 5 to shoot. To Ibaka. Plenty of space. Rebound by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brewer is checked in for Phoenix. The Lakers also making some changes. James Johnson's checked in for Jay Crowder. LeBron comes in for George Niang. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Michael Carter-Williams. The pass to Johnson. And that one, good. 8 points for James Johnson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Johnson with the block. And James gets it to go. LeBron's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And he gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Trying to get open is Johnson. It's not going to go for him. Ibaka with some nice D. Shot and game clock separated by 5. A nice shot by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
James, the pass to Mr. Perfect. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Boyd. Here's Ibaka. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Christian Wood. And it's Brewer in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Rubio with it. Pass to Wood. Brewer with the ball. 6 to shoot. Booker in the post. He's guarded by Waiters.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a first-team all-defensive player. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Free throw good, Wood. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now Rubio. And the pass to Wood. Now here's Brewer. Back to Wood. And he makes that one.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
And the Lakers call time here.
And over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range. So he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, GA. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in demand.
Los Angeles leading by 7, and they double up LeBron. Floats it up for Giannis. No good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Pass to Brewer. On the wing, Booker. From outside, off the mark.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And the rejection by Giannis. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Passes to Wood. He kicks it to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jackson from long range. Suns trail by 7. With 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Lakers. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. He can't get that one, and the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And Rubio kicks to Brewer. Clock at 4. Here's Ayton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Los Angeles leading by 12. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Waiters. Down low. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, come on, we all know LeBron is used to being fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Boy, a three-pointer off the mark. Here's Los Angeles now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brewer passes to Boyd. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wood against James. Van Vliet outside. Waiters right side. James outside. Back to Waiters.
Help me out.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.